You asshole. All right. Hey there. Welcome to One Legged Whiskey. I'm Steve. This is DG. We are here today to review Benchmark Old Number 8 brand. It's a bourbon made by the Buffalo Trace Distillery Company, and we are not uncorking. In fact, we're not even unscrewing because we've already had this, but we wanted to share our thoughts on this today and let you know what we think of it.
This is the entry-level bourbon from the Sazerac Company, otherwise known as Buffalo Trace. It comes in at 80 proof, and we got this in North Carolina for about $10 to $7.50.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah,
can't beat that with a stick. So we're gonna pour some and get a nosing on it, and then go in for the taste and tell you what we smell and taste.
Exactly. Yeah, you can get the 1.75 for about $22, $23, which is great. We've had this before a few times. We think it's a pretty decent entry-level bourbon. So, let's get right to it. Cheers.
Cheers. What do you smell?
I get a lot of oak.
Besides bourbon.
Yeah, I get an oaky smell. It's very similar to me.
Brown sugar, vanilla.
Yep. Very similar to me to Buffalo Trace itself. Like you can definitely tell they're from the same family.
Yeah. Definitely smells like it's part of that same flavor profile, aroma profile.
Yeah, definitely. That's their mash, the mash bill that they use that with that White Dog number 1.
I didn't look. I don't know if this is mash bill number 1 or number 2. Sorry, I didn't research this one.
That's why we're winging it.
Yeah, we're winging it.
But yeah, smells good.
Yeah, smells
really
sweet. Smells really good for $10 a fifth.
Yeah, smell a lot of caramel. I definitely get a lot of sweet on the nose. I don't get much burn at all.
I get some graininess.
Yeah.
It's more grainy than the standard Buffalo Trace products.
Yeah, and I get a little more of the oaky flavor.
And that could be youth. This is a straight bourbon whiskey, so it's at least 2 years old. It's non-age stated, so we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So my guess would be between 2 and 4 years. It is kind of light on the color if you look at it from the back. Like I said, it's not too bad. I mean, for the price you pay.
Yep, definitely a great cocktail maker. Bourbon and cola, bourbon and whatever you want to do.
Whiskey sour.
Yeah. It'd make a decent old fashioned for sure.
Yep.
It's got that good oaky flavor to it.
So make a good smoked old fashioned with the oakiness. Yeah,
works really well.
It paired good with some barbecue.
Yep, and definitely a bottle you can easily consume a lot of with your friends, responsibly, of course. And then,
you have responsible friends.
One.
Okay.
But in all honesty, for the price point, it's hard to beat. Like for $10 for this bottle here, you can't find a bottle.
It's not going to win any competitions, but it's in my opinion, it's better than Jack Daniel's and some of the other entry level bourbons you get on the market. It's smooth.
It's smooth.
It's 80 proof.
And we're drinking this straight, so on the rocks. Obviously, it's going to make it a little bit different flavor profile for you, if that's the way you like it. For the price, really can't beat it.
If you want a good entry level bourbon, you're going to hand out to your friends that are going to guzzle it or do shots or mix it with Coke or whatever.
Speaking of shots, David. Jeez.
Whatever.
Yeah. So
it's cheap. You don't want them taking your Old Forester 1920 and mixing it with Coke or something like that. That's a $60 bottle, and in my opinion, that's a waste of good bourbon.
Yeah, this is not something that you would you'd miss much if you drank through a bottle in an evening. So it's got pretty good mouthfeel. It's actually quite smooth. I don't get a lot of the heat or the burn in the back or in the front. It's
It's got a short finish, but it's longer than some finishes.
Yeah, it has a decent mouthfeel. You know, like I think you get a lot of the oaky flavor. You get a little bit more of the pronounced.
A lot of people shit on this bourbon, but it's actually pretty good. I mean, you know, it's not Buffalo Trace. It's not, you know, Bland's. It's not Colonel E.H. Taylor.
It's not Eagle Rare. You know,
it's not Eagle Rare, but it's
for $10.
For $10,
how can
you can't beat it. No.
Yeah. So if you're going to a party and you want to
absolutely
have a bourbon that's really easy, relatively easy drinking and super cheap,
and someone drinks it all up, and you're not going to be bent out of shape about it. Take that. Absolutely.
I think from, you know, a couple of other videos we've done, it probably wouldn't be on my cart, but I would definitely have it readily available in the cabinet for
people who like to mix stuff.
Yeah, people who like to mix. People like to, you know, oh, let's do shots of bourbon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want them to do shots of your expensive good stuff that they're not going to taste.
Nobody does shots of that stuff. Anyway, so
get them the cheap stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we really like Benchmark.
Still decent. Yeah, absolutely.
We like Benchmark a lot. It's a palatable, super palatable, very easy drinking, inexpensive bourbon that you should be able to find relatively easily. Like, I mean, they've got.
I mean, it's bottom shelf bourbon in most places.
Yeah, I mean, they got the 750 in abundance in North Carolina. They've got the
for $20 for $20 for a 175. $20.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
How can you go wrong? But anyway, so
it's a good hurricane bourbon.
Yeah, if you're stockpiling for the apocalypse, get some of this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not a whole lot else we can say about it. It's just, I mean, it's good. I mean, like, you can drink it straight. You can drink it on the rocks. You can drink it with a Coke or a Pepsi or whatever your
with
mixer is.
You can drink it in a box. It doesn't matter.
You can put on some locks or blocks or rocks or never mind.
On that note,
we would like to thank you very much for watching our shit show, if you will.
Yes.
Pardon the vulgarity, but that's just who we are.
Yes.
We're two guys who are. Yeah, we literally have one leg between the two of us. So,
no, each. We don't have one leg between the two of us.
There's no tripods here.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate it. We want to thank you for your time. We're learning this as we go along. So
join us for the ride.
Yep, your feedback's appreciated, and we really appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers.